Several years ago, I was highly entertained watching an episode of the Jerry Seinfeld TV sitcom. You know, the one about the Bizarro universe? It's the one where everyone in Jerry's circle of friends suddenly took on the opposite of their regular personalities. Kramer was no longer brainless and cuckoo. He was erudite and suave. Jerry was no longer debonair and sexy. He became more like Kramer. George, normally neurotic and anxious, became learned, logical, and highly personable. Elaine, instead of the steady, confident, amusing one in the group, became haggard and silly and scary. After that show aired, I think everyone in the world started to see similar things going on in their world that mirrored the way that events flipped themselves and people reversed their personalities in this first introduction to the Bizarro universe. This became kind of a standard way of explaining things that don't make sense in our lives. But more recently, I was playing cards with a bunch of friends and noticed for the first time that the packs of cards we were all using, fresh and right out of the box, brand new, all had the ones missing. There were no ones of spades, no one of clubs, no one of diamonds, and no one of hearts. There were no ones. The actual full decks of all the playing cards in this universe don't contain any ones, and instead range from 2 to 10, and then there are the royals, with aces above all of them holding more value than the rest. I asked everyone at the table why there were no ones in any of our decks, and the answers were as stupid as they were varied. No one knew, really. So as soon as I got home, I looked it up. For some crazy reason that hasn't been rectified in 200 years of card playing, some queen in Europe somewhere declared a law that playing cards would be taxed, and taxed so heavily that people took the ones out in protest, and this became the norm for all future card decks. Something like that. It's vague. I could make no sense out of it. It also has something to do about stamps in this nonsensical explanation. Whatever the reason, certainly someone, after 200 years of paying these outrageous card taxes, would change the rules so that the ones could be recognized and put back in. But no one did because no one really noticed the difference. Think about that. In a rational universe, not this bizarro one, this kind of blatant mistake would never happen in the first place. But if it did, it would have been rectified immediately. There are too many other reasons that make me come to the conclusion that we're living in the Seinfeld Bizarro universe, and I reveal most of the biggest ones in this book. But events are not just bizarre anymore. It's actually the bad universe we're living in, because events have gone way past bizarre and are becoming extremely dangerous over here, even threatening to wipe us all out. The good news is that I have figured out where the good universe resides, how it can be used to help us in this one, the bad one. And it's so simple, anyone can do it. It's like a good magic trick. No, a great magic trick. No, it's actually the greatest of all magic tricks. At first, it mystifies us, but later, after we learn how the master magician did it, we all want to perform this great trick and show off our skills to our friends. But listen carefully, my card-playing friends, because everyone must learn how to do it, and do it now, and learn quickly. Time is running out.